We are continuing our conversation on the recent mass shootings across the country. And you might remember a few weeks ago, Melissa Joan Hart helped kids to safety during Nashville's school shooting, if you can believe that. She told us all about that. And then along with some much lighter things, she revealed that she was the lamp on The Masked Singer last night. Watch. Please welcome the woman behind the lamp, Melissa Joan Hart. Melissa, okay, so first and foremost, congratulations, but I also want to touch on this before we get to The Masked Singer. As a mama of two, I cried when I heard your story where you and your husband were helping little babies, kindergartners, fleeing from their school from the Covenant shooting. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, it's been a rough few weeks here in Nashville. That tragic event, I mean, we lived in Connecticut when we were nearby Sandy Hook, and we moved to Nashville, and we happened to be on our way to our son's school as we saw children fleeing, and we just helped them get to safety. And yeah, it's been a really tough time, but I think the town is pulling together. The community is starting to heal. We're starting to cope.
I just want to personally thank you for what you did.
We all saw that.
Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that.
We all felt what you felt too, and it was very difficult to watch. But on a lighter note, you performed Rockin' Man.
I'm a rocket man. Rocket man.
Robin and Jenny guessed it was you. What do you think gave you away? Tell me.
I'm not a singer, and I'm not pretending to be a singer. This is actually absolutely, like, I was terrified. I'm petrified of singing in front of people. I've never done it live before, except at a charity event once for Dina Menzel's charity. Like, I sang karaoke. My husband went with me to hold my hand through the whole process because I was so scared. I was like, you have to go with me. You're a singer. And so it was challenging in so many ways, but he gave me the best advice. He was like, I was like really nervous and shaking. I'm like, I'm going to rehearsal. And he said, well, have fun. Because if you don't have fun, like, what are you doing here?
That's right.
And that was so true, because this isn't the kind of fear that should overwhelm. This is the kind of fear that's exciting, right? Yeah. This is the kind of fear that's just, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'll get embarrassed, or I'm not going to like lose my job, or my husband's going to leave me, or, you know, I'm going to fall off a cliff. I think I have a very distinctive voice, I've been told. Yeah. So I think that in Rocket Man, you could really hear that it was me.
And I think it's going to be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find.
So I think that gave it away.
Well, it sounds like you had fun with it, and that's what's most important. But I'm curious, you get to pick out any of the clues that are given about you, or the songs, or the lamp outfit?
Well, you do a little interview with a producer who helps figure out the clue package. You kind of give them some details, things you've done, things you might think are helpful. So for me, like, some of the clues were that I was on Maxim magazine. There was a cauldron. There was a heart at some point in the video package. You just see a heart floating around. I think there were hearts on the stage with me. They also showed 3 boys I've kissed on screen. So that was a good way to throw people off.
Yeah. What was the hardest part of keeping lamp under wraps?
It's really hard for me to keep a secret. So this was a challenge in 2 ways. I had to sing in front of people, and I had to keep a secret. Yeah, so that was kind of difficult, especially when my 10-year-old heard me singing in the shower. Like, comes into the bedroom and is like, Mom, no. No.
In your defense, you were singing in the shower. You should be allowed to do that. Totally. So tell your kid, hey, I paid for this house.
Shower, right? Safe space.
You have your podcast, What Women Binge, and I'm a really hard binger. So I wanted to ask you, what's been your latest binge-worthy obsession?
I'm leaving next week for a few weeks of work. I'm leaving my family and going to Canada to shoot a movie. And while I'm there on set, I am so excited to binge. I've never binged Outlander. I've never seen Outlander.
Honey, I know every scene. Sing us a song, the one that you love. You're gonna love it. Sorry,
I'm so excited.
So good.
You can check out my podcast in a few weeks. I'll be able to report on some of that.
Excellent. So. It's steamy, Melissa. Steamy.
Melissa, Tori thinks you have like
that's
hookups.
Why I have to be alone for it, right?
Tori thinks you have hookups at The Masked Singer. That's what she's doing, right? She's auditioning.
The Masked Singer airs on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on Fox. Thank you so much, Melissa. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
You were awesome. Thanks.